Hi, and welcome to Carly Asana. This will be about a 60-minute vinyasa class, and we're going to begin on our mats in a comfortable seat. If you have some blocks or other similar size sturdy props, you'll want to grab those and keep them handy next to you throughout the class. So just come to a comfortable seat, begin to come into your space, maybe closing your eyes, whatever you need to do to begin to draw the awareness, your attention inward. Exhaling out any distractions, releasing the awareness of everything outside of your body, outside of your mat. Sit up as tall as you can. Relax the knees and the shoulders. And allow the head to almost feel like it's floating just above the shoulders, in between the ears. Deepening your inhales, slowing down the exhales, feeling the sensation of the breath enter and exit through the nostrils if you can. Another few rounds of breath here. Settling into yourself, taking note of how the body feels from the inside out. Notice any areas of stuck energy. Maybe it's a little more difficult to breathe in deep for you today. Maybe there's something on your mind that's hard to release and let go of. Maybe there's even something exciting. You feel that energy in the chest. It's kind of bringing awareness to those areas. I encourage you throughout the physical practice today as we move through pose to pose, flow, breath. Begin to allow just the acceptance and the welcoming of letting that movement and breath kind of shift through that energy, release the veils that cloud what's actually happening right in front of us. The true reality, true present moment. On an inhale, sweep the arms wide, bringing them up overhead. All right, bring the palms together at the top, then exhale, palms down through heart center. Allow the thumbs to rest against the sternum, lifting the chest, dropping the chin. Take a deep breath in, open mouth, exhale out. We'll take an inhale to Om. Feel free to chant along or just receive. Breathe in. Exhale, release the palms, and open the eyes. Begin to take some gentle shoulder rolls up towards the ears, exhaling down the back. Moving slowly, especially if you have a tendency to jump right into whatever is being cued. That's something I have to work on myself when I take those yoga classes, is hearing, okay, we're getting started, let's go. But really take a moment to settle in and feel each subtle movement. And then switch the direction, curling the shoulders up and in towards the chest on the exhale. And then drop the shoulders down as low as you can, pressing the shoulders down. Keeping the shoulders down, extend the arms long. Inhale, reach, bring the arms back behind you as you begin to gently fold a little forward. Exhale, bringing the palms together, curling the back, finding a cat-like posture. Inhale, flip the palms to face the back as you bring the hands back together behind you, opening through the heart. Exhaling, curling forward, palms together. Inhale, one more opening. And then exhale back to the arms in a T. Bring that right arm across the chest and hook the left arm under the other elbow, taking a shoulder arm stretch here. So pulling that right arm towards you as you press that left palm towards your face. Breathing in here to the shoulder, the upper arm. On your next inhale, gently release. Bring the arms back out to the T and switch sides. Exhale the left arm across you. Bring that right arm in front, hooking at the elbows, pulling that left shoulder in close towards your chest. Still reaching out with those left fingertips. Relax through the jaw. Soft, slow breaths. On your next inhale, release. Bring the arms out wide. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, lower the elbows down, kind of like cactus, but keep lowering them down until your fingertips are almost parallel with the tops of your shoulder blades. Activating the back of the shoulders, bringing the shoulder blades together, squeezing it in, feeling that activity. Palms facing forward, fingertips spread wide. And then inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, bringing the palms down to the earth and curl the spine up on the inhale until you're sitting up straight. And then gently switch the crossing of the legs if you took a cross-legged seated position. We'll take that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, elbows down, drawing the thumb tip in line with the shoulders and maybe a little lower. Keeping the shoulder blades engaged, maybe slightly tucking the tailbone, drawing the belly button up and in. Stay relaxed in the neck. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold over forward, bringing the hands to the mat. And then exhale, curl the spine, pull the fingertips, dragging them on the mat back towards your legs as you slowly roll back up. Take a few more shoulder rolls. One direction, and then the other. And then gently make your way to tabletop, hands and knees. We will continue that in and out breath movement with cow, dropping the belly, lift the tailbone, looking up on your inhale. Exhale, curling the spine, pressing the earth away with the palms, tucking the chin, that's your exhale. And continuing on with this movement, adding in any extra side-to-side movements, back and forth, whatever might feel good, whatever you need to warm up the body. Again, working through those stuck places of energy, thought patterns. Use these meditative movements to tune in. And then as you're ready, coming back to tabletop, tuck the toes under. Make sure your knees are directly under your hips. We're going to begin to take small lifts up, eventually coming into downward facing dog. So spread the fingertips wide, press the big pointer finger, big thumb pad into the mat, and then begin to inhale, lift the knees just a few inches off the mat, engaging the belly here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, zip the belly up. Inhale again, lifting the knees a little higher. Exhale, lower. Tuck the belly up and in. Slight tuck of the tailbone. Spin the forearms forward towards the top of the mat. And then inhale, lift the knees up higher until you begin to shift back to downward facing dog. Adjust your stance. Press your chest towards your thighs. And settle in. Maybe pedaling out your heels, taking a little side to side, cha-cha. Big cleansing breath out even. And then making your way to stillness, find a quiet downward facing dog. Looking back at your knees, lifting up through the hips. Exhale, open mouth. Inhale, look between your hands. And make your way to the top of the mat for a forward fold. Inhale, draw the shoulders back as you lift up halfway. Exhale, fold To inhale, roll the spine up to stand, taking your time. Head and neck are last to lift. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, firm in the feet. Bring the palms together at the top and take a crescent stretch to the right. So exhaling, curling into your right side, gently tipping over. Palms can be together, or you can keep your arms separate if you feel a little too much tightness in your shoulders. Keep pulling that left shoulder back to open through the heart. Inhale up overhead. Exhale to the other side, gently tilting towards the left. Right side body keeps lifting to pull that right shoulder back. Breathing in. Bending your elbows or opening the palms if you need. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lower the elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades together as you draw the hands down. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, forward fold, slow dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat on either side of your feet. Step back to plank. Lower through knees, chest, chin to your belly. And then inhale, pull forward to cobra. Shoulders relax down the back. Tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Lower the gaze to the edge of your mat. 3 breaths here. Begin to press slightly into your hands. Point the tailbone down. Final inhale. Exhale, soften, tuck the toes. Inhale, lift up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in downward facing dog. Warming up. Taking this moment to draw yourself back inward. And look between your hands and make your way back to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Making your spine long. Make this active pose here, looking straight down. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale to mountain. Take a breath. Filling all the way up. Take an exhale. Letting all the way go. On your next inhale, arms rise, gaze follows. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back to plank or lower through your knees. On your next exhale, lower down to cobra, maybe up dog if you're ready. Broadening through the collarbones on the inhale. Exhale, pressing back and up to downward facing dog. Look at the top of the mat, step to forward fold. On your inhale, coming up halfway, step that right foot behind the left for a little hamstring stretch. So right foot crosses behind the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. You might not be able to go too far down. Maybe blocks you grab here to ground your hands. Lower the gaze, bend the knees as much as you need. 2 more breaths here. On your inhale, halfway lift, step the right foot next to the left. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, rolling the spine, arms come up overhead. The exhale is going to take us right back down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. 1 more breath in here. Exhale, lowering down to the belly. Take your time, slow and in control. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look at the top of the mat. Inhale, step forward, fold. Halfway lift on the inhale, step the left foot behind the right, this time crossing the ankles. Halfway lift, extend. Exhale, fold. Slight bend in those knees if you need. Breathing into the back of the left leg. Relaxing the neck and the head. On your inhale, halfway lift, step that left foot back to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, stand, arms come up all the way overhead. Exhale, cactus arms 90 degree, and then lower them down again, almost finding like a cobra pose standing. So palms spread wide, shoulder blades squeezing together, lengthening through the spine. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to mountain. Take a deep breath in. Slow exhale out. Inhale, arms up. Chair pose. Drop the hips back, knees bent. Slight tug of your tailbone here, lifting up. Tuck the ribs in. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, float. Step the feet back, lower to your belly, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Back heel spins down. Inhale, arms up. Back leg is straight, front knee is bent. Hips and shoulders square to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, keep the heart lifted, but lower the hands back down behind you. Clasp the fingertips at your low spine. Inhale, lift the heart up a little bit more as you draw the fingertips down the back. And then exhale, humble warrior. Lower yourself to the inside of the right leg. Arms come up overhead. Breathe here. Extending on the inhales. Maybe deepening into the lunge on the exhales. Around the breath here, stay firm in the feet. Inhale, coming up halfway, so not lifting up all the way. Release the hands, plant the left hand to the inside of the foot, lift that back heel, coming into high lunge, reach the right arm up. 2 breaths here. On your exhale, lower that left knee. Inhale, arms come up to a T, twisting in towards your knee, so you're facing the right side of the mat. Inhale, reach the left arm up, right hand drops back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toe, lifting up to that runner's lunge, standing splits. Shift the weight forward to the right foot as you lift that left leg just a little bit. You're lifting from your inner thigh. Hips are still level. One more breath here. Exhale, step forward to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair, sweep the arms up, drop the hips. Knees in line with the ankles as best you can. Tuck the tailbone, maybe coming up to meet that posture. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift to breathe in. Exhale, step it back to plank. Lower through chaturanga or all the way down to your belly. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward for warrior one. Back heel spins down. Ground down to inhale, lift up. Pull the right hip forward. Left hip comes back. Bending into that front knee. Inhale, reach it up. Keep the heart lifted, but drop the arms on the exhale. Clasp your fingertips at your low back. Draw the hands down the spine. Reach the heart up and open. Exhale, humble warrior. Lower into the inside of the left leg, allowing the arms to come up overhead or however far they reach. Couple breaths here. Paying attention to the texture of your breath. On your inhale, coming up halfway, release the hands. Right hand plants to the inside of the foot. Lift that back heel up and square the hips towards the top of the mat. Reach the left arm up. So you're in an easy twist in towards that left knee. One more inhale. Gently lower the right knee on the exhale. Bring the arms up to a T, twisting in towards that leg. So we're revolved, facing the left side of the mat. Inhale to reach. Exhale, drop the left hand back. Right arm comes up. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, coming to runner's lunge. Shift the weight forward. Half split or standing splits. Lift that right leg from the inner thigh, keeping the hips level. So you might need to drop that right hip again. We don't want super open here. Closing the hips so both hip points are facing the mat. Head is relaxed. Final inhale. Exhale, lower that right foot to meet the left. exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair, knees bend, arms rise, heart lifts, tailbone tucks, weight in the heels. Another breath in and out. Press the feet into the mat to stand on the inhale. Take a little back bend, lifting through the heart, lifting through the hands, then a gentle press of the hips forward. Exhale to mountain. Bring your hands to your hips and step your feet about hips width distance apart. Keep a little buoyancy in the knees. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, forward fold, keeping slight bend in the knees. And then take your hands and step on top of the palms with your feet. So lifting the feet and walking the hands underneath them, tickling your wrists with the toes. Relax the head and the neck. Breathe here. Bend your knees as much as you need. Two more inhales and exhales. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Remove the hands from under the feet. Heel toe the feet back together. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand. Roll the spine. Take your time. Arms come up overhead. Exhale to chair. Sink the hips back. Keep the heart lifted. 2 breaths here. And then slowly begin to make your way to boat pose. So sinking the hips down. See if you can, how far you can go without having to use your hands. Landing on the hip points. Lifting the legs up. Allowing the palms to face forward or face up. Or you can also draw those knees in. You want to watch your low back here. We're not dumping into the low back. We're engaging the core, lifting up and in. And imagine the spinning energy drawing inwards. So maybe lift the feet. Maybe your toes still touch on the mat to get that feeling of the core hugging in, the ribs wrapping in. Shoulders are still relaxed down the back. You can even take your cactus pose here. Deep breaths. And then cross your ankles, bring the legs underneath you, palms down, stepping back to a plank. Making your way there as however you need. As always, it'll look a little different for you today as it will maybe next week or last week. Staying here in our plank, 2 more breaths. Maybe take a little side to side, make it interesting. And then lower the knees to the mat. Take a few rounds of cat and cow. Deep breath in, cleansing breath out. And coming to neutral spine, bring the right foot forward between the hands for low lunge. Pull that right hip back, left hip forward, sweep the arms up on the inhale. Exhale, lower the arms, deep down with the elbows till the palms are almost in line with the shoulders. Inhale back up. Exhale, half split, shift that right hip back. Maybe the right toes begin to come up off the mat. Maybe you walk that heel further out. 2 breaths here. Inhale, bending back into that knee, walk the hands forward, tuck the back toe, lifting up onto the back toes for your runner's lunge. Step the right foot back and lower to your forearms, forearm plank. If you need a little break, you can lower your knees. You can also take this from your knees if you want to prop up onto your hands and practice here if plank is too intense for you. Otherwise, forearms down, shoulders over the elbows. 2 more breaths. You've got it. Press up to your hands for plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths of rest here. Reminder again, as I've mentioned in other classes, downward facing dog eventually becomes your place of rest, but it doesn't mean that it is completely without effort. So you're pulling your toes and your fingers back towards, or front and back towards each other, drawing up that energy from the earth, that prana, entering the body towards the middle section. Couple more breaths here. Look towards the top of the mat. Make your way to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair, knees bend, arms rise. Your exhale lowers you down to boat. Dropping to your butts. Lifting the feet up. Maybe hugging the knees in towards your chest. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep the spine as straight as you can. Lengthening out through the legs will come, or it won't. It's a good time to practice that detachment. As we're sitting here in our boat, bringing back to mind those places of stuck energy. Maybe this is one of them. This can be pretty intense. So just stay with yourself as you can. Breathe through. Let the breath cleanse through all of the feelings, thoughts you're going through right now, how much you hate this pose, how much even you love this pose. Exhale, cross your ankles. You made it. Plant the hands, step the feet back to plank. Lower the knees, rinse it out, cat and cow. Coming back to tabletop, step that left foot forward in between the hands, pull that left hip back, right hip forward, ground down, reach the arms up, low lunge. Exhale, lower the elbows, drawing the hands far down as you can, opening the heart, slight tuck of the tailbone. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, half splits. Lower the hands to either side of your mat or maybe your blocks. Pull that left hip back, right hip forward. Maybe the right leg or the left leg begins to lengthen. Breathe into the back of the leg, 2 rounds of breath. On your next inhale, bend back into the knee, walking the hands forward to either side. Tuck the back right toes, lifting up onto that right knee. Step the left foot back, finding plank pose, and then lower to your forearm plank again. This time, inhale, coming forward, exhaling back. Take a few rounds of that. See how that feels. Stay with yourself. Embrace the discomfort. And then press back up to your plank pose. Shift up and back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Activate the legs. Spin the inner thighs up and in. Find some weight in the heels. Chest presses towards the thighs. As you lift up through the tailbone, relax the head. Look between your hands. Make your way back to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Don't worry, there's not a chair here. Just a rolling of the spine up to stand. Arms come up overhead. Bring the palms together at the top. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Close the eyes or lower the gaze to the fingertips. Breath here. Close the eyes. Lower the gaze to your fingertips, maybe close the eyes. Finding the weight even in the feet. And inhale, lift the gaze, release the palms. Shift the weight to the left side, tree pose. Bring the right foot up, but don't allow the foot to touch the leg. So we're taking a suspended variation of our tree pose here. Kind of bring the foot parallel to the leg, open through the chest. Ground down through the feet, lengthen through the spine. Couple more breaths here. And then inhale, bring the right knee forward, lower it back down. We'll take that suspended tree on the other side. Shift the weight to the right foot. And a little kickstand with the left heel, and then draw that left foot up the leg, keeping space between the leg and the foot. Ground down, lengthen up. Breathing in, cycling that prana through the body. Exhaling out apana, all the energy, stuff we don't need. One more breath in here. Stay for the exhale. Bring that left knee in, lower the foot to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Step the right foot back, warrior two. Right heel spins down, right arm swings up and back, settling in. Broaden through the heart, broaden through the hips. Sinking into that lunge. Pressing the hips forward. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle lunge, left elbow to left knee, right arm comes up overhead. 3 breaths here. Maybe you begin to lower that left hand to the outside of the left leg. Maybe you begin to bring your gaze up towards your fingertips. One more breath in here. And then begin to walk those fingertips forward, taking half moon pose. Shifting the weight to the left foot. Lift that right foot off the mat. Left fingertips to the mat, or maybe your block, reaching up through those right hands. Press out through a flat right foot. If you've got it, maybe you begin to lift the left fingertips off the mat. Maybe coming to your leg. If you're still struggling here, enjoy the struggle. This is part of the process. Letting go, balance of effort and ease. One more breath in here. On your exhale, slowly lower that right foot back to the mat. Inhale to warrior two. And then spin towards warrior one. Lowering the back heel, toeing the left foot open towards the left side. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, lower to low lunge. Pivoting on that right knee, begin to face the right side of the mat. So we're kind of in a modified warrior two. Your knee is just down here. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle lunge. Elbow to your knee, right arm comes up. One more breath here. On your next inhale, spin that right arm up and come all the way down next to your right leg. Walk that left heel out and face your left toes towards the side of the mat. Reach the left arm up. Enjoy the side body stretch, maybe allowing that left arm to come up overhead, lifting up through that left hip and the left armpit. Look down at your right hand and lower that left hand to meet the right, facing the back of the mat. Walk the hands over the left side of the mat. And begin to prop up onto those right toes. Send that right leg to the back of the mat. Wide-legged forward fold. You might need to walk it in a little bit. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, shift the weight to the balls of the foot. Stick the tailbone out and lower the chest between the legs. Head hangs heavy here. Two more breaths in. Final breath out, let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift, and then walk the hands back towards the top of the mat. Step forward to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, roll the spine, arms come up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. You don't have to go too deep this time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Other side. Halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step the left foot back this time, warrior two, left toes face the left side of the mat. Right heel in line with the back arch. Inhale, spin that left arm up and open towards the left side of the mat. Reach it out, sink in. Press the hips forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Find a little bit of power, a little bit of peace. Noticing the breath rhythm. Where can you focus that inhale? Where do you need to break up that stale energy? Inhale, flip the front palm, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale to open that right side body. Exhale, side angle lunge, right elbow to right knee. Left arm comes up overhead. If this is your posture, stay here. If you want to try lengthening that right leg or that right arm to the outside of the right leg, fingertips either touch the mat or a block. Left hand stays lifted. On an inhale, bring yourself back up to warrior two. And then close the hips for warrior one as you bring the gaze and the arms facing forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, low lunge, lower that left knee. Untuck the toes, reach it up. And then pivot on that left knee to face the left side of the mat. Extend the arms wide, look over your top fingertips for our modified warrior two. Exhale, drop the left arm, reach the right arm up and back. Exhale, siding the lunge, right elbow to right knee. Left arm comes up overhead. Breathe. And then inhale, lifting up, dropping that left hand next to your left leg. Reach the right arm up and walk that right foot towards the top of the mat, toes facing the left edge. Reaching that right arm up overhead, maybe coming up over the ear. One more lengthening inhale. Calming exhale. Look down at your left hand and plant that right hand next to it. Spinning make sure you can keep the knee where it's at and walk the hands over the right side of the mat. And step up on those left toes, wide-legged forward fold. Step the left foot back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lift through the tailbone as you press your heart between the legs, lowering the head down. And just breathe here. Keep the feet firm. Slight bend in the knees, shifting the weight forward to the balls of the feet while still engaging the heel down towards the mat. Cleansing breath out. On an inhale, come to halfway lift, tending up on the fingertips. Look toward the top of the mat. Walk the fingertips there. Step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step it back to plank. Lowering through cobra or chaturanga. Inhale, or cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. And then lower to the forearms for dolphin pose. So you want to arrange your shoulders over your elbow joints, stacking them, but keep some strength in the back of the shoulder blades. So we're not dumping down, completely relying on our joints. Press down with the forearms, slight little like frog hands with the finger pads. So you're lifting up out of the center of the palm. Looking back at your knees, and then begin to slowly tiptoe forward, lifting through the hips. But keep your shoulders aligned over your elbows. Relax the neck, looking back at your knees. Keep lifting up. So just like in that downward dog, drawing the energy up. If you need a break, you can lower your knees to the mat. One more breath in. Slowly lower the knees on the exhale, child's pose. Gently shift the heels back, the hips over the heels. Forehead to the mat. And if you'd like, you can extend your arms back behind you, maybe resting the fingers on the backs of the feet. Allow the body to recover, reflect. Notice what areas begin to relax after that dolphin pose. Enjoy the sweet release. Notice if there's anything unpleasant that comes after that pose. And use that as a little bit of knowledge, a tip for next time to pay attention to where might I need to adjust my alignment, my posture. Maybe the discomfort is, hey, welcome one, building strength, building muscles. Maybe it's a realization from the heart or deep in the psyche. And that's the beauty of the yoga asana practice is it's not just exercise, it's not just stretching. It begins to connect all the levels of our being. And when we add the intention of the breath, awareness of more than just the body can become fully healing, bringing to light what needs to be brought out of the darkness. Take another few breaths in child's pose. And then gently begin to sit yourself up into hero pose, sitting back on your heels. We're going to lift right up into camel prep. So coming up onto your knees. If you'd like, if this is too much on your knees, you can also do this standing and taking a mini back bend. So your choice. If you'd like to stay on your knees, take a block and bring it between the thighs so you have that support there, using the legs to stay grounded, engaging them. You can also keep that block in between your thighs if you're standing in your mountain pose as well. Bring the palms forward, relax the shoulders down. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, so slight lowering of the tailbone towards the mat, slight lift of the chest, bringing the ribs up and in. On your inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and then exhale them down to your hips. Pull the elbows in, broadening through the heart, still keeping that tailbone tucked, feeling strong in the belly. Inhale, lift the gaze, and don't press your hips forward. Work on opening and bringing space between the spine, between the shoulder blades, so your thoracic spine. Keep the neck light. Same arm placement and cues if you're standing. Keep relaxing the shoulders down, lifting the heart up, tucking the tailbone. On an exhale, gently release, removing the block. If you're standing, take a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And step back and meet us in our hero pose. Begin to lower over your thighs for rabbit pose. Bring the forehead to the mat and tucking in. Reach the arms back for the heels. On an inhale, begin to lift the hips as you gently roll to the top of your head. As you pull the heels, press the heels away from you. Feel a deep stretch in the back of the shoulder blades. Watch the weight on your head. You should be lifting from the legs, the hips, not dumping into the neck. 3 breaths here. Relax the jaw. Keep pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Release into child's pose on the exhale. And bring the palms next to your face, gently begin to sit up. Shift the legs to one side, or the hips to one side, coming to bound angle pose. Soles of the feet together. Bring them as close or as far away from your inner legs as you need. You want to feel a little stretch, but not too much. Remember, never going over our edge, just kind of flirting with the ledge there. Shoulders up. Exhale and down. Inhale, heart forward, lift up. Exhale, slight hinging of the hips, so keep the back somewhat straight as you fold over your legs. Maybe you bring your hands to your toes as you begin to lower down. Relax the head and the neck. Let them hang heavy. And then maybe you begin to walk the fingertips away from you as well. Soften through the inner thighs. And inhale, lift the gaze. Begin to slowly sit back up. Draw the knees together and take a few windshield wipers, lowering your knees to one side and then the other. And then we'll take bridge pose as you're ready, lowering onto your back. Walking the heels in towards your hips, feet about hips width distance apart. Palms flat on the mat. Engage the belly, engage the inner thighs. Inhale, lifting up. Lifting the pelvis off the mat. Maybe clasping the fingertips underneath you and hugging the shoulder blades together until you come up onto the forearms, triceps, lifting up your bridge a little higher. If you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, shift the weight to the left foot and begin to lengthen through the right leg and point the right toes up towards the sky. Find some power in that left leg, but also use your left toes to lift yourself up. One more inhale. And exhale, lower that right foot. Other side. Shift the weight to the right foot. Point the left toe as you reach that left leg up towards the sky. Relax the neck. Keep some space there. Lifting up through the right or the left inner thigh. Pressing the right inner thigh down. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly lower that left foot to the mat. Release the hands and zipping down from the neck through the upper back, lower back, gently lower down that bridge. And just enjoy for a moment. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Lift the right foot off the mat, cross the right ankle over the left knee. Find a supine figure four, lifting that left foot up. Reach between the space in your legs, grab the left hamstring. Gently pull that left knee in towards you while you're energetically pressing that right knee away. And breathing into that stretch in the right hip. Lengthen through the spine here, slight tuck at the chin. And on your next exhale, gently lower that left foot to the mat. Take your first two fingers on your right hand, your peace fingers, and grab that right toe. If that's not accessible, maybe you grab your knee or your shin. And reach that right foot up, maybe the leg stays a little bent. Extend the left leg long. Press down through that left side as you lower the right foot to the mat, maybe extending that right leg long. And then inhaling that leg back up to center, tucking the knee in, and grab that right knee with both hands. Pull that right knee in towards your armpit as you press out through that left leg. Left foot is flat, pressing out through the heel, tuck the chin. Exhale it out. Take that right knee with the left hand and gently pull it across the body for a twist. Extend the right arm long next to you. Gaze follows over the right fingers. Relax into your twist. On your next inhale, lift the gaze back to center. Bringing the knee back to center. Plant that right foot on the mat, bend into the left knee. And then cross that left ankle over the right knee. Same series, other side. Supine figure four, lift up that right foot, grab behind the right knee or lower down the hamstring if you need. Relax the shoulders, pull that right knee in towards your chest as you press the left knee away. Slight tuck of the chin, lengthen through the back of the neck, and breathe. Take a final round of breath here. Final breathing into that left hip stretch. And then lower that right foot to the mat. Taking your first two fingers of the left hand, grab onto that left toe or the left shin or knee. And extend that left leg long out, bringing the heel towards the ceiling. Extend the right leg long on the mat. Press down through the right side as you lower that left leg, opening that left hip. Extending the left leg long. Or maybe holding onto that knee. Just opening it that way if that's more accessible. And then inhale it back to center. Clasp your fingertips around the top of the left knee and hug that left knee and press out through the right heel. Wind removing pose. And then gently guide that left knee across the right side of your body for a final twist on this side. So left knee to the right, looking over your left shoulder, left arm extends. Sink down, relax. Let gravity do the work of the twist. And then on an inhale, lift the gaze, bring the left knee back up with you. Extend both legs long and take a big stretch. Point the toes, reach the arms up overhead. Inhaling, stretching the front body as if you could lift the hips off the mat. Exhale, curl the knees in towards the chest, wrap your forearms around the shins, and then curl into a little ball. Scrunch up as much as you can. Make a really ugly face as you squeeze everything in. Tiny, hard little ball, stay here. Bringing into mind all of those things you need to let go of, all the energy blocks you need to break through. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Slow motion, lowering the body to the mat. Bring the soles of the feet together, finding that bound angle pose on our back. Allowing the knees to open to either side. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Take a breath in. Fill up as much as you can. Keep breathing in. Hold it at the top. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. We'll do two more of those. Big breath in. Keep filling up. Hold it at the top when there's no more space. Slow exhale out. Keep pressing out the air. Keep pressing out the air until you are at the very bottom. Inhale, deep breath in. Biggest breath you've taken all day. Sip in a little bit more air at the top. Hold it. Hold it just another second. And then slow exhale. Keep exhaling. When you've reached the bottom of the lungs, release the hands. Extend the legs long on the mat. Allow yourself the peace and stillness of Shavasana. Relax through the face and the arms. Relax through the chest and soften the belly as you release the awareness of your breath, allowing the body to naturally inhale and exhale. Feel the hips and legs becoming heavy. Relax the ankles and the feet. Enjoy this rest. I'll let you know when it's time to relax back into consciousness. Slowly begin to deepen your inhale. Exhaling out through open mouth to reawaken the body. Gently allow your awareness to expand into the space that you're in. Noticing the temperature of the air on your skin. Bring some little movements back into the body. As you're ready, gently rolling to one side, curling in to yourself. Gently pressing yourself up to sit at the top of the mat. Keeping a soft gaze. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist towards the right, dropping the right hand behind you, left hand to your right knee. Lengthen on your inhale. Twist on the exhale. Inhaling back to center, bring the arms up overhead. And twist to the left. Exhale, right hand to your left knee. Left hand props you up, sit up straight. Twist on the exhale. Inhaling back to center. Gently switch the crossing of the legs. If you had sat cross-legged, and take a few rounds of cat and cow. Taking these extra gentle movements to release any final bits of energy. And coming back to straight spine. Roll the wrists. Point and squeeze the fingers. Shake the hands. Inhale the arms up overhead. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lower the hands in. Purse the lips. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Take a big breath in. Exhale through the lips. Inhale to smile. Once that was a little silly. Then bring the palms together at heart center. Lower the gaze to the tops of the fingertips. And we'll close with one Om. Exhale it out. Inhale to Om. Om. Exhale, release. And lift the gaze. Hope you feel good after that practice. Thank you for sharing your energy and movement with me. I'll see you next time on the virtual mat.